Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So here we go with yet another video. Meghan Markle hires a dud lawyer and the lawyer pretty much comes forward and humiliates herself on behalf of Meghan. Now I'm sure you've seen this story regarding Meghan Markle's lawyer who's representing her via the Shillings law firm, and she has basically compared the accounts of the royal aides who have accused Meghan Markle of systematic emotional psychological bullying that they experienced underneath her and working for her to that of the account of toddlers. And she has been responded to by a lady called Amanda Patel for the Daily Mail, who has basically said that she feels rather insulted as a career woman herself by what Meghan Markle's lawyer has said yet alone. Now, I believe that Meghan Markle's lawyer was probably more than likely paid off by Meghan to come forward and humiliate herself and put her own career at risk. As a lawyer, it's quite profound actually, but as a lawyer, it's rather interesting that she would speak so publicly about an unsettled case at such a premature stage. And I'm sure that it would be kind of in conflict with the best interests of herself and the client and the claimants, essentially. It doesn't look very good. And within itself, the action reeks of bullying and intimidation, because to publicly say to someone indirectly who has taken your client to court, oh, I believe that you're childish and you're babyish and, you know, your accusations of bullying are unfounded before the case has wholly been investigated, is bullying within itself. Let me get into exactly what she said, and then I will conclude with yet more of my thoughts. Meghan Markle's lawyer and her comments about bullying have insulted all of us career women. Meghan Markle's lawyer says that bullying is a word casually bandied around to discredit working women. How opportune, considering that her client stands accused of having mistreated palace staff. Jenny Afia argued that bullying is used very freely and it's a very damaging term, particularly for career women. She was being interviewed for a podcast and compared royal aides to children for complaining that Meghan was guilty of emotional cruelty and manipulation when she was their boss before moving to California. Meghan strongly denies the accusations. On behalf of all career women, I say to Ms. Afia, do not patronise us. To equate, as she does, women's mistreatment in the workplace with her 7-year-old daughter accusing her of bullying for being told to brush her teeth is contemptible. Such twisted thinking is another example of today's suffocatingly pernicious victim culture, of which Harry and his wife became the primetime cheerleaders after their whinge fest with Oprah. Miss Afia, described on her firm's website as an award-winning privacy and reputation lawyer who represents many of the world's most successful people, may not have noticed, but we career women don't need expensive lawyers to plead our cases. Our work defines us. Unlike Meghan, who was a TV soap actress before marrying into the royal family, I have worked for 3 decades as a career woman and been boss to hundreds of staff. I have only ever made one employee cry. That was Alistair Campbell, whom I had to sack from the Daily Mirror, and he didn't exactly shrink into obscurity, becoming Prime Minister Blair's puppet master. However, Meghan's lawyer tries to turn the argument into one about career women. The Duchess of Sussex remains accused of personally humiliating former palace staff, driving 2 assistants out of the royal household, and undermining the confidence of another aide. Jason Knauf, Kensington Palace's communications secretary at the time, submitted a formal complaint expressing his concerns, describing Meghan's treatment of an employee as totally unacceptable. Bullying is not, as Miss Afia claims, a word over casually used to harm career women. According to the dictionary, it means treating in an overbearing manner, to intimidate. It's a word to describe people of either sex who really are bullies. And that is the end of the article, which I found quite profound, and I think that she definitely has a point. Meghan Markle does not have this slur against her reputation for no reason. She is also being accused of being rather cold and callous and intimidating and verbally bullying a photographer who she worked with back in Toronto. He claimed that she was very dismissive and she had an air about her that was quite rude and disrespectful. So I'm going to get into some of the comments. I worked as an office manager in various companies, large and small, for many years, mostly with female staff. Bullies are usually people with miserable lives. They take that misery out on others and get pleasure from their victims' misery. A happy office is a happy, productive office. Bullies don't prosper, and I never ever tolerated it. Another person said, such a blanket statement to try and help her friend Meghan. Bullying in the workplace is very real. Lady, don't try and silence people's real pain. Another person has said, this lady is not very credible as a lawyer, as lawyers do not discuss an ongoing case which should be confidential. She should be taken to the Law Society and reprimanded. Bingo. That's the comment that I was looking for, and that's exactly what I thought. I think it's very unprofessional, extremely highly unprofessional, as a lawyer who is working on an ongoing case to discuss it so openly and publicly and be very dismissive of the other side of the countering argument of their viewpoint. Because at the end of the day, until the court hears the case and both sides get to voice their opinion of what happened and conclude the case, no one knows how true or untrue their accusations are until the judge makes a ruling. So someone else has said, I bet their lawyers won't do much with the 37k that they made from their charities. And of course, yes, it has been confirmed. Meghan and Harry literally just hardly made any money. So another person has said, according to public opinion, which counts a lot, she is not well liked by many, including the press. Be she a bully or not is the main issue here. Her PR sucks and her public image has suffered a huge setback. Harry lives in her shadows. His image has suffered as well. Being a bully is a plausible and highly believable given what we read about her in the media on a daily basis. Another person has said here, women must be believed. Exclamation mark. Unless they're making complaints against Meghan Markle, then they must be dismissed and ignored, apparently. Brackets. So that's the end of the article. That's all I really wanted to say. She's hired someone she doesn't have much credibility. She's speaking on a case that is still very much open. It's not concluded. They're yet to conclude it this year. And it's rather ridiculous, to be honest, that she would be so dismissive and that she would humiliate herself and her client even further with this public statement that she made yesterday. So with all that being said, guys, I'll be back with another video. Bye.